What's going on, folks? This is TJ Lowerman, aka ThatSportsGamer, and in this video we're going to be breaking down a team in MLB 13, the show. And if you can't read, up there it says the Boston Red Sox. So let's hop over there and take a look at what these guys got. Alright, Boston Red Sox. As you know, D. Pitty, probably the best player on the team. Jacoby Ellsbury, mad quick. And Hanahan, who's out for the rest of the year. So let's just start by taking a look at their starting rotation. Lester, Dempster, Buchholz, DeBrant, Lackey, pretty legit rotation. Franklin Morales is probably going to be up there for you. That gives you a good 6 quality starters. And the best part about these guys are you got Ruby De La Rosa, Alan Webster, Matt Barnes, all under 23 or 23 and under, and above 75 overalls. 2 A-pots in there. They are going to be pretty good for you in the next coming years. All 4 of them guys got 4 quality pitches, so you're going to be pretty stacked with pitching for the foreseeable future. You might want to try to move a Lackey, even though his contract's not that big, but you can make some moves to fill some other spots with this rotation. On the bullpen, you got Koji Uehara, Junichi Tazawa, so that's 2 dudes with sweet Asian names. Andrew Bailey, Daniel Bard, and his control problems, but guess what? It's a video game, so you don't have to worry about those. And then you got Alfredo Aceves. He's another good quality guy. I'm surprised his stamina isn't more than 32, but he's a good pitcher. And then you got Breslow. Andrew Miller out of the pen is always a good little lefty to have, even though he's only 68 in this game. Closing it out for them, you got Joel Hanahan. He is hurt in real life, out for the year, but don't worry, it's a video game, so you get to play with him. And if, say, something actually does go down with him, you can always bring in Bard or Bailey to close it out. I believe Bailey is closing it out for the Red Sox in real life now. Behind the plate, Jared Saltalamacchia, a.k.a. my favorite last name in baseball. 27 years old, 82 overall. He's going to be there for a bit for you. David Ross probably going to retire after a year or two, so you might want to look about getting a backup, because Christian Vasquez, unless something big happens with him, he's probably not going to be the guy you want going to be backing you up in the future. First base, obviously this is the Operation Sports 2.0 rosters. So David Ortiz was still injured at the time this came out, so he's in Class A, but he's going to be your starting DH. Mike Napoli is going to be playing first base for you, and then nobody really behind those guys. So you might want to look into moving them. It's funny, I'm doing a road to the show, and Mike Napoli actually goes to the Rockies in year 2, so that was kind of interesting. Big contract for him, so you might want to have to look into that. Second base, you got D. Pitty, a.k.a. Dustin Pedroia. Look at that contact versus righties and lefties. He's really good. Great potential, great fielding. Young guy. He's going to be there for a while. $18.1 million. Kind of a big contract that you're going to need to worry about. But then nobody even 57 is backing him up. So that might be something you want to take a look at improving in the future. Third base, Will Middlebrooks. Good dude, good contact, good power numbers. Only 24 years old, B potential. He's going to be a guy that's going to stick around for a long time for you. And it's good because, again, there's nobody really backing him up. Shortstop, you got lots of options. Pedro Siriaco is going to be the starter. Good contact, not a lot of power. Backing him up, Stephen Drew. Good contact, more power than Siriaco has. Siriaco. Good backup. But then in the future, you got Xander Bogaerts coming up. Only 20 with an A-pot and a 75 overall, so he's going to be the future at shortstop for you. You'll probably be able to trade Siriaco in a year or two and get some decent value out of him. But, Bogaerts is the future there. Left field, you got Johnny Gomes, probably the weakest position on this Red Sox team. 32 years old, 79 overall, B-pot, and nobody really backing him up. But he's got good contact versus lefties, against righties, but decent power against both. Moving to center field, you got Jacoby Ellsbury. I think this is a free agent year for him. I'd have to double check that, but backing him up, you got Jackie Bradley Jr., who is the sensation from spring training. He's back down in AAA in real life, but He's probably, if you decide to keep Ellsbury, Jackie Bradley Jr. will be a nice left field player for you. Or if you even want to move Ellsbury to left and Jackie Bradley Jr. to center. Daniel Nava, interesting, only a 65 overall. He's got a little bit better power numbers in real life than he has in this game, but I mean, I wish his numbers were a little better, but what are you going to do? Maybe in Operation Sports, the OSFM 3.0, he'll get a little bump. Moving to right field, you got Shane Victorino, 32 years old, 85 overall. Getting up there in age, but he's still got some speed, and he's a great fielder, so he's going to be getting on base for you a lot. Behind him, you got Bryce Prince. He's all right. Only a 66, so you're going to be looking for some backup guys. Also, Victorino has really good contact against lefties, so that's going to be helping you out a lot. So yeah, those are the Boston Red Sox. A lot of good, talented players, some good young players coming up. They also have a lot of positions where you're going to need to get some backup guys in the future because the backup guys they have now are only like 60s or 50s. So that might be a concern if you're doing a franchise with these guys. I'm going to keep breaking down the AL East in MLB 13 the show this week. So if you like what you see, I'd appreciate a subscribe up top, a like down below, and why don't you tell me who your favorite player is on the Boston Red Sox, and keep the conversation going over at Twitter at ThatSportsGamer. You can hit me up, and I hope you like what you see. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next video.